it's Amy. I know for a lot of people, watching someone make soap would be every bit as exciting as watching grass grow. But for other people that are nerds like me, you might actually enjoy seeing how it's done. So, this is me making lye soap. So that's the lye water being poured into the oils right now. Lye has to be dissolved in water. And then when it's combined with oils, the same kind of chemical reaction, well, I should say a similar chemical reaction to baking soda volcanoes takes place. Baking soda is a base and vinegar is an acid. Now in soap making, lye is the base and the oils are the acid. These are two of the three colors that I'm going to use in this soap. And a lot of these colors need to be pre-dissolved in a little bit of oil. So that's why I set aside those little bits of oil first. Now the stuff that's in this bucket is everything that you need to make a bar of soap. It's the lye water mixed into a variety of oils. I'm taking its temperature there because during this chemical reaction it heats up. I'm adding some of the soap batter now to the colors in these cups. And for whatever reason, this soap took forever to thicken. Now that's white coloring that I'm adding to the biggest portion of the soap there. Most of this bar of soap is going to be white with pink and green accents. The fragrance for it is Jasmine Green Apple, and it is just a really soft, pretty, just kind of a delicate scent that's not too florally. That thing in the middle is my soap mold, and I was ready, I thought, to pour it into the mold. But then I started just kind of swirling it, and it is still super liquidy. So I'm going after it with my stick blender. That will accelerate the process, the chemical reaction. Combining lye and oils, base and acid. My stick blender will not fit down in these little cups. So for mixing in small containers, I have this little milk frother from IKEA. And it does the job. Every batch of soap reacts differently, and it can be dependent on so many things, even like just the temperature in the room, the humidity, phases of the moon. I have no idea. But every batch of soap, it can either thicken too quickly and then you can barely get it into the mold, or in this case, it's staying liquid for just too long. Done with the stick blender. It's going in the sink. Now at this point, my soap was thick, and I'm adding the fragrance oil. As soon as I added the fragrance oil, it went back to liquid. So I have edited out an awful lot of just mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing. It doesn't add anything. Come back. It's finally thickened up. The white is going into the base of the soap. Now, if you look at the bottom right corner of my little soap mold, you can see some of that soap batter starting to come out of the corner. And that's why I could not pour it when it was still super liquidy. It would all come out of that corner. This is my fancy camera work here. I was trying to make it so you could see as I was pouring the different colors in. If you if you hold the cup up high as you pour, each color is more likely to penetrate down into the body of the soap. And then it makes a really neat pattern when you cut it. Oh, look at the bottom right of the mold. It's just oozing out. It cannot be helped. I think this is the last little bit of pink. And then we're gonna read him a story and tuck him in for the night. Let that little soap go through the saponification process. Night night, little soap. "24 hours later, I have unmolded my little block of soap, and this is a wire cutter. That's actually a guitar string that is stretched across that little mold, and it slices super neatly right through fresh soap. Fresh soap is still very soft. It has to cure. It's done saponifying. The soap making process is complete. But then the bars need to cure for 4 to 6 weeks. Ooh, I love that cut. The pattern. Oh my gosh, I like it. It has to set for 4 to 6 weeks so that the water that the lye was dissolved in can evaporate out. The bar will actually shrink a little bit during that. And it gets much harder. If you were to use this soap before it cures, it would dissolve in the shower just way too fast. So this is my soap. I'm gonna leave it out in the air for 4 to 6 weeks, and then we can use it. Thanks for watching. See ya.